Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to RickyVillaTV, care of Spurs Asian TV. How are we all today?
I don't know.
I'm miserable like the weather.
Yeah, same here.
No, we were very happy when we beat Villa 4-1, and then we went to Galatasaray and became, I don't know, this one.
I don't know what's happened to Simon there.
Yeah, Simon's got some internet connection problems.
Yeah, okay.
Bring him back on.
No problemo. Right, so everybody who's watching, please like, subscribe. There he is. How are you, sir?
Oh.
Hello?
There's always one, isn't there? Eh?
No, he's not sober yet, right?
It's usually me.
Oh,
He's
technical glitch. Don't know what happened there.
His internet is drunk.
Me?
Okay then, so let's start off as at the wonderful result last Sunday. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Aston Villa 1. Scorers were Rodgers in the 32nd minute. For Villa, then Johnson, Solanke twice, and Maddison. The lineup was Vicario, Udogie, Dragusin, Romero, Porro, Sarr, Bentancur, Kulu, Son, Solanke, and Johnson. So, rather a nice day at the office, fellas. What do you reckon?
To be honest, right, where did I watch this game? Yeah, I was at home, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the thing is that I was quite surprised, right, that Villa didn't play the way Villa should have played, right? They did. Don't forget, we had another game of two halves again, right? So what I felt is that in the first half, they more or less, we could say, dominated us, and, you know, Emery's plan came to fruition. I think he low blocked us, went on counterattacks and all that. And second half, we came out all guns blazing. Surprisingly, we got our score. We got Ange got his tactics correct, and of course, inspirational equalizer assist from Son to give Johnson the tap in, and that started the ball rolling, right? And of course, in that day, we beat Villa. A lot of us never expected us to beat Villa, but we did. So I'm happy for that, right? It's good for us.
Yep.
Big up, Elias.
Big up, Elias. Nice to see you, mate. We're going to get into the top 4 tonight, apparently.
No, apparently we can get the top 3 if Nottingham Forest moves up too. Yay!
Oh, Bennett. I'll get in on Simon's internet.
Yeah.
I don't get worried when we go 1-0 down at home anymore. I just seem so normal now. It's just like 1-0 down. As long as it doesn't get any worse than 1-0, I don't. It doesn't bother me because we turn around the games at home.
Yeah. It's Spurs' home form, and it's the standard operating procedure. You know, it's SOP for us. 1-0 down.
Give them a hope. Give them a hope.
It's a must. It's a must.
The earlier the away team score, the better for me. So
yeah. Well, true. Yeah.
So, Kev, what do you reckon? What were your thoughts?
Last week, well, I couldn't understand why Rodgers' goal stood, because he was interfering with Lloris prior to the corner kick taken. He let it go about 10 seconds before he put the ball in the back of the net.
Lloris?
You know, it's all
right. You go back.
I was going to say, he's got bloody long arms if he's interfering with Lloris.
Not Lloris, sorry. Well, you know what I mean. They're so alike. Yeah, I know. Where did that come from? I was reading about his book this morning. That's why. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. And his problems. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been. That's all I seem to be reading on Twitter this week is about his book and him slagging everyone off in it. And I thought he had a little bit more decorum than that, but
that's what I thought. Yeah,
obviously not.
obviously,
No, he has to slag people off, right? If he
story.
doesn't slag people off, he won't sell the book, right? Who's going to read a storybook about, oh, everything is nice and hunky-dory, we didn't win anything and it's nice and hunky-dory, right? So, fuck them all!
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it came from. Yeah, slip of the tongue, sorry.
That's all right. But no, I do agree with you. But again, who was it? A doggy? Was it him who made the mistake?
Yeah.
He's looked very shaky recently. But yeah. And Simon.
Yo.
What were your thoughts on last Sunday, apart from that was bloody brilliant?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a surprise, but I was a bit worried pre-game, like, because obviously Villa last season, this season, a very strong team, but they seem to have kind of faded back to their banality of averageness now, don't they? And it seems to be Forest that are actually this season's Villa, if you know what I mean. As soon as we started playing, I was like Kev said, even with the goal down, I wasn't worried. Just the way we were playing, and Solanke as well. He always does anyway, but he looked proper up for it. You just knew it was going to score, and it was brilliant performance. Exactly what we needed as well.
Yeah, definitely. But so talk me through the goals. What did you reckon of the first of Johnson's goal? That was rather a nice passage of play, wasn't it?
Well, cross from Sonny.
Yeah.
Good assist.
Beautiful. Think about yeah.
And Solanke's too. I can't even remember them. It's that bad. Can't even remember my name most of the time these days. But and the Maddison free kick. That was nice to score direct from a free kick.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a rarity, wasn't it? Like, when was the last time that's happened?
Exactly.
Like, I love how just like it made me laugh more than anything, because the usual thing, especially in the Premier League, is the ref blows the whistle for the free kick. They all stare at each other. Somebody holds their arm up. All the arms go up. Yeah, we're doing this. All the jostling around in the penalty area. It takes about 2 minutes to actually take the bloody free kick. Maddison thought, stuff that. I'm just going to break all that and then take it 0.3 seconds after he blows the whistle, and just took everybody by surprise. And then over the wall, curled into the top corner. Brilliant. It's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Martinez was stranded when he set himself, Eddie.
It's always nice to see him made a fool of, isn't it?
Yeah.
I stand that bloke.
But no, apparently he's the best keeper in the world. So
Oh, absolutely.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Indubitably. So I'd just like to. I know it's a week late, but happy birthday, Unai.
No, good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Very welcome.
Oh, dear.
53 he was. I was hoping that might be the score. It could have been the score, 5-3.
Okay, then, man of the match. What do you reckon?
Tough.
Yeah.
I'll go with Dom.
To be honest with you guys, right? Because I think I was stuck on a traffic jam. I was on the show for a while. Somewhere out of the city. So on the way back, I think I was watching it on my handphone, stuck in a traffic jam on the highway for about 3 hours. So the man of the match was me.
Yeah, really. Positive energy.
Yeah.
Simon, what do you reckon?
I'm going to say Bentancur, because he's got so much better, and I know he came off about half an hour to go, but he was there. He was like the backbone really of that performance, and he did what he's done a lot lately, which is what Solanke's also been doing, is that he'll track back and so hungrily win the ball back and get a move going, and just break down their build up and everything. And he was just instrumental. He's kind of like the unsung hero in that game, really, like he has been in a lot of games recently. Yeah. And when you look back at it and you watch the highlights, like if you watch the extended highlights and stuff, and especially if you keep an eye on him during the match, he is the one that turns games for us. You know, if they're starting to build their pressure up after we've scored against them, he's the one that disrupts that. And it used to be Maddison, but Maddison's, you know, a bit wishy-washy lately. But he's better because he's obviously stronger, more of a unit, and is a little bit quicker, and plays, you know, equally good balls, you know, across the field, great passing and everything. So he was one consistent top player for me, I think, in that game, as he has been. He's been so close for man of the match for me the last 3 games. So yeah, well impressed with him.
Unsung hero, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good
Fair.
choice.
Yeah.
Kev.
Well, just for the goals, simply, it's the excitement factor. It's Dominic Solanke, and his work rate. But you've also got Sonny and Kula involved in that as well, and it's kind of I'd go for Dom over those two. But yeah, but they both done so well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry.
It's good to see when you've got all players well, not all the players, but a lot of the players on their game on that day. You know, they've all stepped it up and they're combining as a team. And maybe that's, you know, going forward, it's good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with you there, Kev. I'm going to go for Solanke, but a special mention to Sarr again.
Oh yeah.
How he's come in, and he seems to. When he's playing with Kulusevski and when he's playing with Bentancur, I think also when he's playing with Basuma, he just seems to be the legs. I mean, Kulu obviously charges around as well, but Sarr has that athleticism.
Yeah. Run, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy as well with those long legs.
Yeah.
So I'd like to, I'd definitely give a shout out to him.
Special mention for him,
Solanke. Because of the goals, as you said, he never stopped running as well. He's always pressing. And I wasn't sure what to expect of him when he first came. I know he'd had a great season, but that's kind of one great season out of I don't know how many.
Yeah.
So, well done, Dom. Boy, done good.
Yeah.
Right. So, next up. Galatasaray 3, Spurs 2. Forster in goal, Gray left back, Davis centre back, Dragusin centre back, Porro right back, Maddison, Basuma and Bergvall in the middle, Son on the left, Lancashire in the centre, and Johnson on the right. It seemed to be they weren't sure who they were meant to pass to. It seemed every other pass was going to Galatasaray.
Yeah.
And as I say, that was interesting.
Guys, to be honest, right, this is the match that actually reflects on our transfer window and our squad depth. So I guess it is what it is, right? And it was disappointing to see Bergwall not, we overhyped him, or maybe he's not ready. Or he's not up to the standards, right? But there was a good positive is that Lancashire scored his first goal for Spurs in the professional game. Mm-hmm. But of course, the bad part was that he got his red card. But honestly, right, if you look at that game, right, if Galatasaray had taken the chances, right, most probably they'd be 10-1 up by half time.
Yep.
Oh, our defense. I don't know what to say about our defense. We got Ben Davies and Dragusin back there. And of course, Ben Davies is still here after 10 years doing Ben Davies things, right? So it is what it is. They tore us apart. Osherman, I think, had 5 chances to actually put it behind the net, but he did put 2 behind the net. Right? I don't know. All I can say is Ange wants to win all his games. I guess, when a lot of people say that this game, when they said that the performance doesn't reflect the scoreline, right? But this performance really didn't reflect the scoreline because Galatasaray should have been 7-2 winners or something like that. So it is what it is. So we got one back. Solanke had a good, back heel goal. That was nice. That was a brilliant take from him. But I guess this shows our weaknesses. And this will show us that the Europa League is not going to be a walk in the park.
No, definitely.
That's how
So going back to what you said about Lancashire, he put this tweet up, or he put something on Instagram saying, firstly, I'd like to apologise for letting my teammates and the fans down yesterday. I will learn from this experience and I'm determined to keep working hard and improving my game. On a more positive note, yesterday I scored my first professional goal, which I've been dreaming about as a little boy. Wanted to thank everyone who has helped me along my journey, and hopefully this is the first of many for Tottenham. A massive thank you to all you travelling fans who came out yesterday just to support. On to the next game. I'm so glad that he didn't say we go again, because then I would have thought, oh God, he's another Scouser.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a very mature response for a young chap. He does look a bit surprised there, doesn't he, in that photo?
You know why? He didn't write that script, bro.
No, probably not. No, that was Daniel Levy, wasn't it? And
No,
don't forget to go to the Skywalk.
No, that was Auntie Donna.
Oh yes, of course, Auntie Donna. Kebab. Yeah. Their first goal, though, Gordon Bennett, what a strike!
Yeah,
and we did not close that guy down. I think he had 2 or 3 other chances from set pieces, and exactly the same thing.
Nobody was expecting it. It was just like they were doing a horseshoe thing, and then nobody was expecting him to just all of a sudden leap in the air and just volley it out of absolutely nothing. Like, where did that come from? Like, Jesus.
But they should have. They should have.
You could try a million more times and not do that.
Would Vic have saved it?
Sorry?
Would Vicario saved it?
Okay, I've got a question there, right? If Forster, right, was positioned a bit more to his left, right, he might have saved it, you know?
Yeah.
Because he got a hand to it.
When you look at it, the trajectory of the ball, it was always rising. It wasn't like a dipping shot or anything that he should have been a bit further back for or anything like that. It was constantly rising as it went into the net. So, yeah.
But we can't take away the brilliance from that shot.
It
was a rocket bomb.
Skill.
So, as we mentioned earlier, Lancashire got the equaliser, and then Oshiman, he really should have had 4 or 5 goals. I was kind of surprised that he went to Galatasaray, because I'm sure that Chelsea were linked with him. I'm pretty sure that maybe Man United as well. I think we may have been linked with him as well. Is there a bit of an attitude problem there? I'm hearing stuff about that. But
goal scoring attitude is good, right? So I don't care about it.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
I just want to give a big shout out to Brennan Johnson, because on Lancashire's goal, Johnson could have easily scored that. But how nice of him just to see that Lancashire was there and just tap it over to him. Here you go, mate. This is yours. Go for it.
Yeah,
that was really nice of him. That.
Yeah,
but it doesn't guarantee Johnson's going to score, right, Simon?
Yeah, well, you know,
he's got more of a chance than Werner. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Slightly higher chances.
No.
Look
at the stats. Look at the stats. Johnson's doing all right. Johnson's doing all right for Johnson.
Yeah, I know. I'm not calling him Brenda. That's why. That's good.
just Vina.
The Vina is still there, right? The Vina. Yeah.
And then Solanke, as you said, with a lovely back heel or sort of side flick goal, and we probably should have nicked a draw.
Could have.
Was it Kulusevski?
Yeah.
Had that chance.
The weird part was, right, when we were playing 11 against 11, right, we were like, they were like pounding us and humping us and all that, right? But when we went down to 10 men, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand this season. A lot of people when they go down to 10 men, right, it's like they get extra 2 men with them. That's a weird part. And then we showed up after we went down to 10 men. I was like going, what? Okay.
The back line, or specifically one player I'd like to highlight, Dragusin. I think he had his worst game in a Spurs shirt, apart from getting sent off against Carrier Bag or whatever. What was he doing? I mean,
I don't blame Dragozin. You're being put next to Ben Davis.
No, Ben Davis did all right, you know.
yeah, Ben Davis is usually a calming influence, though.
Yeah.
Remember when Emerson Royal played with him? You know, we actually made Emerson Royal look a little bit like a centre back.
Yeah.
I
I think the same with the youngsters, and the same with like a lot of our inexperienced players that we don't normally play for this game. And obviously, Big Ange, like you said, before, during, and after, you know, it's a chance for them to get some experience at the European level, see where they're at, and give them an idea of what it takes at this level. And I think, considering the atmosphere, let's not forget, every single time Spurs player touched the ball, you know, 30,000 people were booing. And I think it just got too much for the likes of Dragusin and, you know, Bergval and Gray and everything like that. It's like, well, you know, that is quite intimidating, you know, and I think he just caved under the pressure. It's the same as for Dragusin as for everybody else. They've got to learn from it, you know.
Yeah, but Simon, could it be the tactics is because when you play Ben Davis and Dragusin, right? So you expect Dragusin to take over the VDV role when you play a high line, and Davis will sit back and try to cover. So maybe that's his no, honestly, I think he's been exposed in that kind of scenarios, because I remember during the Euros when they did that, you know, Belgium actually gave them a good lesson, right? So that's the thing. Dragusin is not the VDV kind of center back. That's how I see it. So
but he's played there before, hasn't he? So, you know.
But if they sat back and played like a back three and all that, most probably he'll be more solid again. But with the way that we've been playing, so it'll expose him more. His weaknesses will be shown more. So I guess that's it, right? So you don't expect you're not going to expect Ben Davis to play the VDV role. You know what I'm saying? And reverse that and see what happens.
Well, I think also we have to remember that Dragusin is still only 22 as well.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean. I think it's such a young team that they put out, and I think the atmosphere was just too much for them, I think.
Furthermore, he hasn't played many games, right? So
he did hit away one that was going in, I think. I'm pretty sure it was going in. Which is, you know,
one off the line or something.
Hot luck.
Yeah. So
I remember the one. You remember Foster came out when he was supposed to catch the ball?
Oh yes,
he went, slipped past his hands, and I was like, my God, you can go down now, but you can't grab the boobs.
I saw a great YouTube video of a Alsatian in a hockey goal, and this guy is hitting hockey pucks past the dog. Yeah, the dog's just standing there because he's waiting for one hockey puck to be hit, which is the one that he plays with, and that he saves. And they said, yeah, that was Fraser Forster's performance in the first half. Okay. So yeah, but any positives?
My man Porro, did you see him? I mean, let's not forget, like my man is a right back, okay, and there he is, right at the other end of this pitch, setting up Solanke. You know, sheer determination and accuracy, and you know, all like he has to do is just barely touch it and it goes in. All thanks to Porro. So he's the one shining light for me. But then I might be biased. I'm not sure. Don't know
what we take from this match, I guess, is that don't underestimate the other opponents in the Europa League. The other thing is that, like I've been saying earlier, right? We better improve our January transfer window if we're going to go far.
Yeah, I think we need something in the middle, don't we?
I have one regret about this game. Sorry. Yeah,
you go on, Kev.
Go on, Kev.
Yeah, my one regret about the game is I wish it was just that this one time in the old format where we could play Gala at our place as well on a Wednesday night, you know, with our full team out, and I think that, you know, that would be a lot more interesting.
Kev, you might get your wish, right? If we beat them again in the semi-finals, we'll be home and away.
Oh, we do? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I didn't know for sure. Yeah, good.
Yeah, the other plus is that Sanchez didn't score, so that was good. I was dreading that.
Oh.
He came over at the end and he applauded the Spurs fans. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah,
good man.
But yeah, And I'd say my one other positive, I thought Basuma had a decent game.
Yes. I got a question to ask.
Yes.
Who did he touch?
Sorry?
Who did Sanchez touch?
Who did he touch? Oh,
Yeah.
Norris. Well, it
Those
says it on
are-
Simon's T-shirt, doesn't it? So, you know.
Did you see Sonny slapping Sanchez in the tunnel before the game? They were lining up, and he went up and slapped him on the cheek.
I saw him. I saw Sanchez. I saw Sonny slap him on the arse during the game when he brought him down.
All right, yeah.
So that was the touch. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
So man of the match. What do we reckon?
Yunus, the guy who scored that one goal.
Don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Kev?
No, I can't even call one. I hadn't thought about it, but no. I mean, I didn't realise Madison was on the pitch. After about 15 minutes. Madison? Where's Madison? My missus said he's out there. I didn't even know he was playing.
Yeah, he was one of the poorer ones. I have to say, I think Bergvall was probably him and Dragusin.
It's hard to pick one.
Yeah, Bergvall and Dragusin were poor. But I'm going to go for Porro as well because he was the one shining light. And Basuma a quite far off second. But Right. Anything else you want to say about the Galatasaray
No.
game?
It just reminded me of the olden days when we was in the Europa League and Levy didn't want to win them. You know, it's just one of them, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't care, you know.
Yeah. But luckily I didn't hear of any crowd trouble.
Yeah, same here.
Which is good to hear. Someone was on Twitter thanking the Spurs fan liaison bloke. Can't remember what his name was. They said that the plans that they had for getting them to and from the stadium were absolutely perfect, timed perfectly, and there wasn't a chance of any trouble. I'm pretty sure we had some meatheads who went out there probably wanting to have a rumble, but they didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay, so let's move on to today's match. Spurs versus Ipswich. There is my predicted lineup. I had a look at our injury problems. Jesus Christ. This is why we have so many. This is why I put so many youngsters and also Reguilon on the bench, because we have Romero out, or he's doubtful. Moore doubtful with illness. Richarlison's done his hamstring. He's out until December.
Yeah.
Spence, late November with a groin. Van Ven, obviously, we know. Odegaard again, we know. And Werner has got a thigh injury out until late November.
Yay.
So we basically have no wingers in backup. That is going to be, we might well see or Lucesi play, or even Ty Hall today. I think Hall usually plays in the middle, but Lucesi, I believe, can play as a winger. And maybe Reggie. Sorry?
Is Kulu out then?
No, he's in the first 11.
Where's Spence? Is Spence injured?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, beg your pardon.
Yeah, groin injury, late November.
Where have you put Kulusevski? Am I?
Sorry, maybe you can't see it that well. He's next to Bentancur.
Kulu.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sorry, that line's in the way. I'll have to try and adjust that. Or
who's that?
adjust
Sar as well, is that? No?
Yeah.
I think it'd be enough for us anyway.
Yeah.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? They haven't really.
I'm not sure Son will start. I think they're trying to treat him with kid gloves, quite rightly, because of his injury and stuff. I think
Son is upset.
Again?
No, you know why? Because he wants a long-term contract, right? But they're not giving him one. They're just going to extend him. So he's having some tantrum issues at the moment. Right? That's how I see it. Right? And I think if Romero comes back in, Davis will go back into the sub bench. So Dragusin and Romero will be there, and maybe hopefully he does come back in.
But the issue is, who will they play instead of Son if they're going to rest him?
That's a big thing. No, I don't think Son will be rested. Son will play in the starting 11, right? But I think Ange will take him off somewhere either in the 45th minute or maybe in the 60th minute, depending what the scoreline is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a possibility he'll play Kulu on the right, Johnson on the left, and put Maddison in.
Yeah,
I was just going to say a similar thing there. So instead of where you've got Kulu, I think Kulu will take Son's place. Son will be on the bench because again, it's Ipswich. It should be a comfortable win, and it might as well save Son from aggravating further injury. So Kulu will move up to where you've got Son there and bring Maddison in instead of on that midfield there.
But guys, isn't this game the after this game is international break again, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, there we got the international break curse coming up again.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. So we can be miserable for 2 weeks. Yeah,
and then Man City to play.
Yeah, after that.
I'm wondering how that's going to go. They're not doing very well at the moment, are they? Do you think there's going to be a backlash?
Are we at home?
Away, Main Road. Not Main Road. What do you call it? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Same difference,
Yeah.
It's all in Manchester, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So do Ipswich have any kind of a threat? Because no one stands out.
Sammy Smodics was the top scorer in the Championship last season from midfield. So he is a threat, and it's Rory Delap's son, Liam Delap, up front, who they were saying big things. I'm not sure if he's moved there permanently or he's on loan. No,
he's permanent.
He's permanent. But he was highly rated at Man City.
I wouldn't mind if they go back down. We're going to get Liam Delap.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
But he's got 5 goals in 11 games for Ipswich, so that's not a bad return. So
we can score too, right? So with our defense, if we're still going to stick with Davis and Dragusin, so that will most probably open us up. Right?
Well, they'll definitely score first, won't they? So
no. The SOPs, they have to score first.
Why have I put the match on? Sorry. Predictions. Who wants to go first?
I'll put it in this way, right? If it was any other team, it'd be 4-2 Spurs, right? But this is Ipswich. I'm going to say 4-0 Spurs.
Okay.
4-0.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm going to go 3-0.
Okay. How many assists and goals is Porro getting?
15.
Kev?
I'll take a 2-0 all day long. That'll do me.
Yeah.
One either side of half time.
I think because we don't play very well, unless we're 1-0 down, then it's going to be they'll score first in the 25th minute, and then we'll go out in the second half and beat them 3-1.
I think there's a great opportunity for a clean sheet. To be honest, this is a great opportunity considering the league placings and where we could end up. It's a good chance to send out a strong signal to the rest of that top 4. So let's start scaring the shit out of the elitists up there. I say elitist. Obviously, Levy thinks he's one of them, doesn't he? So,
oh dear. Yeah, morning. The Alex Scott Experience. Nice to see you, mate. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Right, what we got? Have any of you gotten to the stage where you don't give a shit if we win or lose? No.
I've reached that stage long time ago.
Still makes me angry. Like the Thursday night, I was not happy.
No.
And then someone turned around and said, "Oh well, which dwarf were you then?" Sorry. I'll get me coat. Taxi. Morning, Skip. I'm not sure who he's talking about there, but welcome, Has. Nice to see you, mate.
Hey, Has.
Nova must be a top player.
Yeah.
Definitely not what I've heard. A lot of the people who follow the youth team have said they're really surprised that he's still playing for us.
Yeah,
They're saying that he really hasn't pushed on, and but it's nice to see him if he gets the experience. From what I heard as well, he's being played as a centre back at the moment, which I believe he was a left or right back in his earlier career.
How old is he?
In his earlier career, I think he's 17, 18.
Still young.
Yeah, still very young.
Still very
Let's see if they've got that his age on. Yeah.
By the way, in that lineup there, from that predicted lineup, I
20.
love.
He's 20.
Yeah. He's 20.
That's not young anymore. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Sorry, Simon, carry on.
Yeah, just thinking looking at that predicted lineup, thinking about it, because Udogie, when he's got his back to the wall, he's pretty poor. He'll just let people walk past him. I think I'd swap him out for Gray, I think, because the likes of Gray and Dragusin and Bergwall, they'll be itching to make up for Galatasaray. So I think there, and then Udogie does well coming on as a sub and just driving forward, doing basically what Basima does, Basima kind of like for like or whatever. So I think he'll use him when we need to, when it's like 2-1 with 20 minutes to go, do you know what I mean? Or something like that, or 1-0, because it will be 3-0 because for my predicted score. So it's when it's 1-0, 2-0 with like 20 minutes to go, it's like, okay, well let's just make sure of this, and then bring on Udogie just to kind of press it home.
I think this is an interesting point that Haz is making. Our fan base say that they want to win the Europa League, yet endorse and resting players in it. I believe that in the earlier rounds, you can rest players because we will often play teams that are not of such great stature. No disrespect to Karabag and Alkmaar, but yeah, they're not the best teams out there. So it is good to blood the youngsters a little bit. Lancashire will obviously be buzzing for getting his first goal, also pissed off for getting sent off. But
especially the position we were in before the game as well. We're okay. You know what I mean? We're okay before the game in terms of how we're doing already. So going to the next stage, we'll be fine. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But guys, let me say this first, right? The 8 of you guys in the chats, right? Please hit the like and subscribe for Spurs Vision TV, and of course go over to RickyVillaTV and give him a subscribe and a like on his channel too, right? Show the love, guys. Thanks for being on the chats, right?
Thanks for that, Eugene. I always forget to do that. So the Alex Scott experience, picture more Lancashire, Gray and Bergvall at the breakfast table this morning, all having their Rice Krispies to get ready for the day. Now I've heard it's Cocoa Pops, mate. Something that's come up in the news this week. We've been linked with Grealish. Again. Does anyone actually want him?
No, God, no.
Nah.
I don't think Levy will want him because most probably his wages will be something above 250k per week. I don't think he's going to pay that. So, unless he's coming for free, right?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. What exactly has happened to him at Man City? Has he been injured? Is he just not in favour?
He's just a big flash in the pan, and he's just not as good as anybody else that you would put in there if you're Pep Guardiola. Same as us. Who would we take out to put him in?
Yeah, that's true. Don't believe that bullshit about Grealish. His high wages would cause Daniel to shit his pants. That's definite.
Yeah.
What is he? Anyone know what he's on?
No, it's too much, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A minimum 200k
to fit him anyway.
So, bloody hell, they paid 100 million for him. and he's on 15.6 million a year.
300 grand a week.
300K a week. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I think if we wanted him, Andrew would have gone for him well before now.
But I think Lange wants him. That's the sad part.
No. Bullshit.
Daniel only climaxes over young players on low wage. That is yeah. I've just got a picture in my head now, which I desperately need to get out.
Oh,
But,
Over.
he's on enough to raise Daniel's blood pressure through the roof of the stadium. Yeah, that's that is true. Right. Does anyone else have anything that they want to talk about? Anyone in the chat have anything that they want to discuss?
No.
Before I'm going to make a move, right, guys? I'm doing a watch along today from the Mamak restaurant again. So catch me on. I think I'll be on about 9:45 p.m. my time. That will make it about 1:45 p.m. UK time, 7:15 Indian time, and all the times.
Whatever. You doing a show on Wednesday? No.
I'm not sure yet. They're not sure yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Keep an eye
I'll be
out.
I'll be doing
free this week. Yeah.
Okay. If I do one, I'll let you know. Okay. Right.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Right. If
Yeah.
I do, I'll let you know. Right. But guys, I got to make a move because I need to pack up the stuff and move on to the next destination. You guys continue. Don't forget, guys, in the chats, right? Please smash the like and subscribe to RickyVillaTV.
Yeah.
Guys, take care.
Okay,
Thank you. Come and you Spurs and Levy out.
And of course, Levy out.
See you later. So, anyone want 10 grand for taking out Mr. Levy?
Oh dear.
I want to say something, right? Spurs women, that was fucking disgraceful. Sort your shit out. You're better than that. Sort it out. That was.
I saw the highlights. I saw the goals yesterday on Match of the Day. The defending was.
Was that a United game? Was it?
No, City.
City game.
City. Okay.
But
I don't follow it, to be honest.
I don't either, but I watched the highlights yesterday on not Match of the Day on Football Focus, and that girl apparently is the first person to score 3 hat-tricks in against the same team in 2 seasons. So she scored a hat-trick home and away last season and scored a hat-trick this Wednesday. So yes,
Sake.
Spurs win. I'm only interested when. Oh God, here we go.
Lovely.
Okay, guys. Anything else? Otherwise, I shall get off early and start.
We got. Obviously, we're taking an international break. As far as I can tell, it's only Solanke from us that's playing, is it?
I believe so. I don't think Madson's there, is he?
Davis should be going, will he?
Yeah, Davis, Johnson,
You doggy.
Porro. Yeah, Vicario.
Don't know about Sonny. I don't think he's going anywhere.
No,
wouldn't have
so
thought
which
so.
is good. Yeah, which is good. You know, because it's a pointless international break, and it means that we won't have any injuries. I say that, you know, God hope Dom doesn't get cropped.
Yeah.
What's the team news for today?
I haven't
We
got
don't
any so
have
far.
it just yet, or has it come out? I haven't seen a notification. Usually, what is it? An hour and a quarter now, isn't it? Comes out. So
Yeah, our house, something like that. Yeah.
Quarter to 1, another hour yet.
Yeah. Still got another hour to go, but you probably didn't see it earlier, Alex Scott experience, but the amount of injuries we have, it's kind of worrying.
Timo Werner, Van der Ven, Odegaard, Romero's touch and go.
Yeah. So's more.
Romero's out.
Obviously, Spence and Werner, and so no, that'd be nice. I reckon Gareth Bale could probably still do a job.
Yeah.
Because he's out there on the golf course all day, so he's still fit.
Life. Their life. Any other business?
Any other business? Do we have? What have I been? Have I been hearing anything this week? I don't think it's been quite a quiet news week, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
gossip. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly news, is it? But yeah, there's a couple that we're supposed to be interested in, and then there's this whole rumor about Romero going to Real Madrid next season and all this bullshit. It's all just crap floating around, isn't it?
Okay.
Newspaper talk, yeah.
I'd be more worried about losing Van der Ven. To be honest, Romero has not really been performing very well this year. Maybe he's had his head turned. I don't know.
Look about him. Yeah.
Let's not say he hasn't been performing well. He's not up to his standards of last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's done about 30% of what we know he can do. So he does still come forward, great interceptions and deliver great balls and stuff. But
yeah,
I just get the feeling he did it more often than last season.
Yeah. So, but there does seem to be, I think, from a number of players, there has been a massive, not massive, but a drop off this season. You look at Udogie, Maddison. Not sure that Son has played very well. I think Kulu's massively improved, as has Johnson.
Bentancur,
Bentancur, I think, has always been pretty steady, although he does have his peaks and troughs. And Porro, yeah, as Simon will tell you, has been brilliant.
Shooting's a bit off target recently.
Yeah, well, I think we can forgive him that one, Kev.
Kev, do you know what a charge for blasphemy is in this country?
So Charles is out for 2 months with a broken fingernail. Beanie Bean pulled his dick, so he'll be out for 3 months. And one of the players had his hair pulled in training, so he's traumatized forever. That sounds familiar, yeah. But I'd probably say it's Richarlison is probably the last one as well. Had his hair pulled, so he's become traumatized. But yeah, what can we say? Right, if no one else has anything else they want to talk about, let's wrap everything up. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Simon, Kev, and Eugene for coming on the show. Always a pleasure. As Eugene said earlier, please like, subscribe, hit the bell thing. Do you want to do a show next week for the international break, fellas, or should we have a week off?
We'll have a week off, yeah.
We'll sort it out.
Okay, super.
Let's go demolish some tractors, shall we?
We can talk about Man City, I suppose, but yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. No,
we're doing a match. Will you be doing a match preview for the big one on Tuesday night? Amersham Town versus Chesham United. First competitive match since 1962. Gordon Bennett.
Yeah.
They're not meeting the Berks and Bucks Cup then?
No, I don't think they have. And this is in the Berks and Bucks Cup, I believe. Is it home or away, John? He's not answering. Just imagine Brendan Johnson playing Aussie rules football. Yeah, I don't really. I don't think I've ever watched a game of that, and I don't think I'll ever want to. It's just like hand egg, but you can grab people's bollocks and stuff like that. So, which the Australians have always been quite keen on. Have a wonderful day, guys. Come on, you Spurs, and Levy out.
Come on, you Spurs.
Oops.